So we get questions all the time from either buyers or sellers, it's either one, about termite bonds.
Yeah.
And their biggest question is like, do I need one?
Right.
What is it?
Right.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. So a termite bond is basically like termite insurance, right? We live in the South, which is a subtropical climate. So the question is not...
Jim Cantori.
Yeah. So the question is not if, but when you're going to get termites.
Right.
At some point in time, a property is either been affected by or will be affected by termites. And so a termite bond is, basically a chemical treatment. They're different. They do bait stations or chemical treatments. But basically, these pest companies in town offer you a termite bond, and they come out and they treat the property.
Right.
And basically, they're saying, hey, we feel good about the treatment we've done, and we are going to come check it annually, sometimes twice a year, and make sure that it's working, and that if it's not working, we'll cover the damage. Now, you need to make sure that when you're shopping for termite bonds, you look whether it's just a treatment bond or whether it's a treatment and repair bond, because some are just treatments, which mean we're just going to treat for termites, but if there's damage later, we're not covering it. So obviously, a treatment and repair bond, I think, has the most bang for your buck.
And one thing, just to kind of step back, termites are kind of like ants a little bit. Like they run in packs, and they've got a queen, and they've got all those things. And the way that termites work is they eat wood. I mean, that's literally how the forest decomposes.
Wet wood.
Well, wet wood, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could be dry wood,
But I think the water is
it makes it sweet and brings it to them. But what happens is that's how our forests decompose. I mean, we need them. We just don't need them on our houses. So usually when somebody's building a house, everything that touches the ground is non-wood product. Because what they'll have to do, because they can't eat through it, is they'll build these little mud tunnels, because they got to stay moist, all the way to their dinner. So that's what people are looking for when they're doing termite bonds. And these termites, they can eat you out of house and home pretty quickly. So there's nothing to be terribly scared about. Like if you just had it checked a year ago and it's 365 days later, your house isn't going to fall apart over it. But it can start to do some serious damage that you really need to get in front of. So I like to make that apparent to people on how termites actually work.
And there's no law that says a homeowner has to have a termite bond. So the short answer to is, do I need one? Well, no, you don't have to have one, but I do think it's a good idea, especially if you're in the market to getting your house. If you're looking to put your house on the market, it is advantageous. Buyers do appreciate the fact that there's a termite bond in place, because it's a lot cheaper to renew one than to put one in place.
And that's the question too. Like a lot of times we'll have people that have their homegrown termite company that they love, and that's awesome. And they're buying a house that's with another company they don't know. And they're like, hey, I just want to get my people to bond it. Why should they? Not why shouldn't they, but what's the negative to doing that?
Well, the only negative is going to be the cost associated. If there's already a bond in place, it's going to be a lot more economical for you just to inherit that bond and pay that, annual fee, whether, I guess, in terms of just canceling that and then getting a brand new one.
Yeah, because they're going to charge you all over.
Right. But if you have a really long-standing relationship with your termite company, it's worth asking if they would give you a reduced rate if you really wanted to stay with them and be loyal.
Yeah. And one last thing people ask us a lot, like, what are these bait stations? You walk around a house now, and there's these green discs in the ground about every 6 feet. And what they are, just what they sound like, they're bait stations. So they're holes in the ground with plastic, and they drop wood in there. And then every quarter, I think, they send somebody out from their company, and they pull out the piece of wood and go, termites, and they put a piece of poison in, and there you have it. That's different than the termiticide treatment, where they actually pour poison all the way around your house and in your house. So in the ground, it's not in your house. But some people are like, I don't want that. I'd rather keep it outside my house, or more of an organic kind of way. So the one bad news to the bait stations, though, if you don't pay your bond, like, they're going to yank them out the ground. They're going to repo your bait stations where they can't repo your poison. So those are the two things I'd look at. But if you don't have a bond, not the end of the world. You can just call a termite company. They'll do pre-inspections for free, and then you can see if you have any issues, and you can go from there. Or if you really want to get a leg up and, I don't know, be proactive. If you're one of those nervous Nellies, go ahead and get it. They're between, I don't know, I've seen $600 to $900, something like that. So not too bad. So if you need recommendations on termite companies, we're happy to recommend them. If you're ready to start looking, we're ready to start showing you. So let us know if we can do anything to help you. And follow us on our blog and our social media, because we're always posting new and relevant, well, I think relevant